This is sick, it will freak you out. You probably will get PTSD from this, but this girl named Mia is a girl who swims. And she would change every day in her locker room. And something weird happens. But y'all already know what I'm about to say. Go get your snacks.
I just started off in your world.
Alright, take a moment and let's go say happy birthday to Kaylee real quick. It's her birthday. It's one of our subscribers. Comment happy birthday to her.
What?
Oh, and wait, if y'all want to send any videos of y'all with y'all snacks, DM me and I'm gonna shout y'all out every video. But back to the story. Okay, so Mia, the swim girl, and she would swim every day and change in the locker room. Until one day her mom was sitting in the locker room and she looked up and she noticed this glare in the locker room. She goes up close to it and she noticed it's a camera. Mia, along with a lot of other girls, was being watched and they had no idea.
They were all busted for hiding cameras in women's locker rooms. We found cases across America where locker room perverts are using cell phone cameras or miniature cameras like this one.
It was hidden in these bags that was in a locker room. The girlfriend would put it there, along with the boyfriend would do also another camera in these different places. And they did it for one reason: nudes. The girl said she didn't have really nothing to do with it. She just wanted to do it for her boyfriend. And also at one of the places when she would put it in the bag, she'd leave the locker room open with the camera in the bag. So that way you have the clear view. Because if the locker closed, you can't see nothing.
None of the women working out had a clue their most private moments would be recorded for a predator's private pleasure.
What's so crazy about this, they done this for 20 hours. They have 20 hours of footage. That's over 2 years of footage.
Say that a 17-year-old swim instructor discovered a hole inside of a Kleenex box, and they later found out that there was a hidden camera inside recording her the entire time.
You never know who's listening, watching.
Most people will just enter a room and they go about their business, and these items just blend in.
Now, I love talking about hidden cameras because not enough people talk about it and people just don't really acknowledge it at all. But our family set up a camera in the house and it got hacked. This guy decided to play some music from this horror movie in this little kid's room. She got this horror music playing. She don't know where it's coming from, but she hear it. She's freaking out. All alone is just somebody watching her playing the music. She says, "Who is that?"
Who is that?
"I'm your best friend." Then he says one more thing.
"I'm Santa Claus."
Then he tells her, "You can do whatever you want." You could take that how you want to take that, but that's weird.
You can do whatever you want.
He proceeds to tell her, you know, you can do other things, like
you can mess up your room, you can break your TV.
Of course, the little girl gets scared. She had enough and then screams for her mom.
I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend?
I watched the video and I mean, like, my heart just like, you know, like I'm like, I didn't even get to the end where she's screaming like mommy. Before, like, you know, I ran inside and they could watch them sleeping. They could have watched them changing. I mean, they could have seen all kinds of things.
When you get cameras inside your house, you have to change the default password. If you don't know how, do research to look it up and do it. But murder. We're about to get into something really strange, and it was all caught on camera right before it happened. This OF model, apparently she was in this very, very, very toxic relationship before things become deadly. Literally by them two arguing with each other.
You literally talked to her without telling me!
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a You're a Yes, thank you. Come here. Thank you.
I want you to get away from me!
Or not, you're done. That's why I am mad that you told me to come inside right now.
That's I asked you so many
Yep,
times that
yep.
I don't know, and I apologize, but you hit me.
Shut the up.
Then it ended up arguing some more. Somebody ended up catching it way up, recording them while they were way down.
We just started hearing them arguing. she was being a little aggressive because, you know, a lot of couples argue, get into it, but not physical like that.
And then this is when we find out that things is abusive now. They go in the elevator and then they just going at it in each other in this elevator. But as you can see, he really don't hit her as much as she's hitting him. But this is a very abusive relationship, as we can clearly tell. Now this led to...
Sorry.
Just shut up! Give me my phone! Find it! Find it, Jordan!
Can you help me find it?
I won!
So what?
Find it!
And then this night, it just was chaos. Apparently what happened was them two was arguing, and she says out of self-defense, she decided to defend herself. So she got a knife and she just started defending herself, basically murdering him. It's red all over. Now she may have bruises on her body, but the thing is, if he was really trying to hurt you that bad, any man, usually if they really want to hurt you, they'll go for your neck. No bruises on your neck. Not only that, you have no cuts. So I guess this night she just had enough. She couldn't take it. She did the one thing that she should have never have done, and that was ended his life, and now he's gone. I believe the case is still going with her, or it's already done. I'm not sure yet. Now what y'all about to see is these group of men that didn't know that they was getting watched. What's about to happen? Oh my gosh. See, this is why I love to stay inside. Just watch. So there's this man in the Netherlands that introduced these 4 tourists inside of a building. These 4 tourists was plotting something really secretive, really big. When this man introduced them to the building, they go in the living room, they sit on a couch. All together, it's 6 men in the building, but it's 4 of the men that's plotting to do something really strange. Eventually, one of the men showed the tourist something in the back duffel bag. When the men saw it, they got immediately happy. It was bombs, it was guns, they surrounded the table. They was really happy about this because the plan was, when they give us these guns, when they give us the bombs, we're gonna put them on. As you can see, this guy's putting on a side vest. The guys are learning how to shoot, learning how to reload the guns, because the guys are teaching them everything that they need to know to go on with this plan that these guys are planning. And the plan is basically this gay pride parade that's going on in the Netherlands. So basically when they arrive, they planning on murdering a lot of people that's gay in this parade, ending all of their lives, including one man with the suit vest saying, if the police come, just take them with you. Basically saying, blow them up with you too, along with all of the other civilians around you. So now, after everything was complete, they finally get in this white van, the 4 guys with all of their weapons, and they drive to this parade. Mind you, the guy who's driving the tourist in a white van is the instructor. He's not gonna be a part of what the tourist's gonna do. So they drive into the parade, but the van starts to slow down. It's no windows in the van at all, so they don't know why the van is slowing down. And then they keep slowing down more, and then they keep slowing down more, and these guys are starting to get more and more worried until they notice this little creak, well, this little crack in the van that they can look out of. So one of the guys decide, you know what, let me peek out and see why this van just came to a complete stop. He goes up to it, peek his hand out, look, squinch through it. Immediately, all the guys started panicking. All of them grabbing their guns, reaching for their guns. Soon as the van opened wide, they started shooting. But they noticed no bullets was coming out. It wasn't on safety, it was actually fake guns. The bombs was also fake. All of the ARs, all the handguns, all of it was fake. The police rushed the van and they arrested all of them. They brought the dogs in there to bite them or anything like that. Whatever the cops did that they needed to do to get these guys in handcuffs. The whole thing was a setup. Why? Because it was undercover cops that sold all of the fake guns, all of the fake explosives to these tourists. And it's just so crazy how like a tourist would like unalive themselves for something like this. Like that just always never makes sense to me. Get y'all snacks. It's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be reading y'all secret.
It's time to spill the tea, y'all.
If I get enough DMs, I'm gonna do a part 2. First DM I'm about to read, I would shout you out, but this, what you about to say, I just can't. And she said, her and her boyfriend got into a bad argument.
You got me messed up, stupid.
But she always talked to this guy, best friend.
That's all her male friend's for. Her male friend is there because that's the guy that she's probably slept with before.
Later that night, she went by Leo's house and she just talked and she cried on his shoulder because her and her boyfriend went through a bad argument. Leo and her ended up hooking up at night. Mind you, this girl is still with her boyfriend. She said she regretted it the next day, and this put her through a state of depression and confusion.
People using depression as an excuse for behavior.
Cause she don't know why she did it, but at the same time she do. Her and her boyfriend still date to this day, and that was a year ago. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. You never told him? That's crazy. Alright, so this next secret is disgusting. It comes from this guy, and he said his mom and his dad got a divorce, and his dad ended up finding another girl. They became girlfriend and boyfriend. He lived with his dad. He find his dad girlfriend very attractive. So he said obviously he had some dirty-minded things about her. She be wearing the things. Bro, you need to type better than this. I cannot understand this because of the things she wears.
These are being rated a solid 8 out of 10. They are the comfiest shorts I own.
Like booty shorts, tights, long t-shirt, underwear around the house. So he had some thoughts in his head. As a guy, it's natural. It's how we was created. So he said one night when nobody was at home, he went where the girlfriend dirty clothes was at. As he was digging in the dirty clothes, he was looking for panties.
There's nothing wrong with being dirty.
He ended up finding some and he was sniffing them.
There's something wrong with what makes panty sniffing dirty.
He said it's something that I don't do a lot. I just had to do it for the one time because how fine she was. Take these type of secrets to the grave. You don't tell nobody this. These are real secrets. I thought I had secrets. Y'all secrets is crazy. Got another secret from another guy, and he said, so this guy said he went to a family party. And at this party, they had a lot of people he didn't know. He had some drinks, which was alcohol, and the food out there was good, of course. And he said, it was a good party, it was lit overall. But he ended up sleeping with one of the girls. One of the girls ended up being his cousin. But he thought it was one of his family member friends that was just invited over to the family party. They both found out that they was cousins because they had the same last name as everybody else. It turned out that that was his long lost cousin. They just never seen each other. What if you got her pregnant?
There's a real possibility that I could actually be pregnant.
I'm glad my secret. So this secret is from this girl. This one is a little bit longer, but oh my gosh. She was a little bit of wild. She sent her news to this guy and they got passed around in high school. People was passing her news around. She got exposed. They found out it was her because her face was in it. I've been through the same thing too. I sent it. My face was in it. We dumb. I just feel like sneaking you though. I'm not a woman beater, I promise I'm not. Be careful. Man, it sucks. I've been there. She said when her news got leaked, people were seeing her news. She ended up skipping school for the past week. She didn't want to go to school no more. She felt embarrassed to go to school.
To skip school, I don't want to get caught because I don't want to keep getting in trouble.
Her parents ended up finding out she was skipping school that whole week, so she got grounded. Her phone got taken away, makeup, all that, gone. So she said she ended up running away. She went to the guy house. She went to the guy house that she sent nudes to. So she said, yeah, I know I sound dumb, but just wait, let me explain. His house was the only place that she can go by, so she spent the night over there. Oh, I didn't sleep with him. I just needed a spot to sleep at that night since his house was the closest and it was late, so he was kind enough to let me sleep over. I slept in the front. Hey, this getting juicy, I ain't gonna cap. Later that morning, I went by my best friend's house. Found out that the guy who I slept by, that's the same guy who exposed me, was talking to my best friend. And they was talking as if they was gonna date. So he was trying to play both of y'all like that. Y'all best friends. So he knew it. The best friend pissed off. And the guy and her best friend ended up turning into a whole complete argument.
No, I don't. You guys want to do somebody else?
Why are you fucking saying that?
She ended up blocking him. Later during that day, best friend and the girl ended up kissing that night. They don't know how it happened. They just had a couple drinks. And that's just how it happened. This is the night I found out that I was into girls and I became lesbian.
And Jashawn, you thought I wasn't gonna shout you out? Shout out to Jashawn.